3.
Back at the pits, Ronald, still reeling from the crash, tries to cool down. Still unsure of the extent of the damage to the boat, Ronald's wife and team fear the worst. Already in position, Ronald's team take charge. Rolf Magnussunder, currently in second place, gives Ronald a pair of fiberglass sponson tips. Rolf's boat is identical to Ronald's, a sister boat also built by Primo Cardin of Italy. Rolf is confident that Ronald's team will get the boat back in the race. He saw the crash and feels that it could have been avoided by the Portuguese pilot. Ronald's mechanic tells him that repairs to the boat are already underway.
Is there more than the force damage
Wat een moeizame start. Kwam opeens zeer goed terug in de race. En vervolgens in de 10e ronde kreeg hij dan dat incident bij de eerste boei. Je kan pakken. Bingo.
The engine just needs a standard repair job. Its electrics were soaked when the boat was upended as water seeped into the combustion chamber. What Ronald's team needs now is a craftsman to repair the damaged hulls. They need Fred, boat builder from Oudekerk, Ronald's home village.
Fred, waar is Fred? Kleine Fred. Fred is hier. Wil je even helpen, repareren? Misschien is hij nog te maken, alleen de punten.
Fred is glad to offer his services, but he wonders at the likelihood of a serviceable repair. Norwegian Frode Sundal offers his moral support. Fred and Ronald's team push to get the boat back in working order. Fred has requisitioned a number of road signs, some wood and some metal, to act as patches for the damaged hulls. The repair to the port side seems relatively straightforward, simply the replacement of the damaged safety sponson and making a number of cracks watertight. But the starboard side is severely damaged. The engine nears completion. Fresh two-stroke and oil mixture is prepared, whilst Ronald's mechanics try to dry out the engine. Everything now depends on Fred.
I'm glad he's here, because if he's not here, Ronald can drive anywhere. Nothing at all. But he's very nice because they are coming and everybody is helping. If they don't have time, probably he can drive to 30. And then we don't know, because the first 3 can go off and then maybe have a big chance anyway.
The engine's ready for testing. It turns over, proving that it survived the crash. The engine was relatively easy, but the structural damage is a bigger job. As the first heat of the T450 class gets underway, Fred makes progress with the damaged substructure on the starboard sponson. Ronald's boat repair is shaping up well, thanks to an incredible team effort. But the Portuguese has not fared so well. In this sport, a winning support team is vital.
In '89, Ronald came to me and asked me if I could be one of his mechanics. So I said, okay, let's try it for once. And we went straight to Helsinki, and we had good laughs there. And since then, I've seen so much of Europe. I never would seen alone.
The competition is very hard this year, and it's lots of boats, but okay, we love it. Right now, Formula 4 is probably one of the biggest classes in the world when it comes to World Championships. So, as a driver, I feel it very well, because it's easier for the sponsors and everything, and when we have more circus around it and more boats, it's just going to be positive, yeah.
Heat 2 commences with Rolf Magnussunder in pole position, followed closely by Britain's Dave Giggins and Frode Sundal. Ronald can only stand and watch as Rolf's boat, sister boat to his own, performs well, making all the moves that Ronald's would have made had it been in the heat. Dave Giggins' boat, number 65, was designed and built by Burgess, a British craftsman. As repairs continue, a boat flips, causing a restart to Heat 2. Already the portside sponson is repaired, whilst Fred makes final strengthening additions to the substructure of the starboard side. Ronald had hoped that the officials would hold the restart of Heat 2, allowing him more time to get back in the race. They refused. Heat 2 restarts without him. The weather has worsened, causing even more wind problems. Frode Sandal fights to keep his boat on the water. Rolf's boat, number 33, storms ahead, leaving every other boat standing as he proves the speed and maneuverability of the Primo Cardin boat. Giggins and the British Burgess boat pushes hard on Rolf's tail, chiseling away at his lead. Engine problems force Rolf to make a tactical withdrawal from the second heat.
Because Rolf is out this heat, all the points change again, and well, I can get higher now if I end up high in the next coming 2 heats. So all the points are divided now again between different pilots. So let's hope the best of it.
Work on the damaged boat has been going on for over 1.5 hours. As time runs out, Ronald's mechanics work at a feverish pace, trying to make the repairs strong enough to withstand the battering of high speeds. The problem of making the repairs watertight is resolved with putty and electrician's tape.
Repaired that sponson and this sponson. And this is the biggest worry because the stringers are broken and they try to make it as stiff as possible, but we're not sure if it will hold. But we'll give it a try.
Fred has certainly proved to be Ronald's knight in shining armor. Finally, time has run out, but a question mark still hangs over the viability of the repair. Heat 3 commences with Dave Giggins in pole position, followed by Frode Sandal and Rolf Magnusson. Ronald, positioned last, has to make up 20 positions to win the heat.